Esteemed guests, welcome to the historic inauguration of Ed Gainey as the 61st Mayor of Pittsburgh on January 3rd, 2022. We welcome our dignitaries from state, county, and city government, the family, friends, and supporters of the Gainey team, and Pittsburghers from across our 90 beautiful neighborhoods. While we would prefer to gather and celebrate together for this historic occasion, today's ceremony is being broadcasted virtually on the advice of medical professionals. We recognize the importance of keeping the people of Pittsburgh safe and healthy as we do our part to reduce the spread of COVID-19. So whether you are sitting in the comfort of your own living room, your desk at work or at school, or those who have gathered this afternoon in the City Council chambers downtown, we hope you feel welcomed. My name is Natalie Bencivenga. I'm a socially conscious journalist, content creator, and proud Pittsburgher. I strive to tell the stories of this city and its incredible residents online, on social media, and in front of audiences just like you. It is my honor to serve as today's host during today's ceremony. And now more than ever, we understand the importance of community and togetherness. The past year, we have had to adjust to a new normal that has shaken the foundation of how we have functioned for decades. In a time where we have spent our days distanced from loved ones and neighbors, we recognize our need to come together to build a community where everyone in Pittsburgh has the opportunity to live and to thrive. Together, we are building a better Pittsburgh for all of us. This afternoon, you are in for a special treat as we have pulled together some of the city's most talented performers and program participants to commemorate this historic moment. Our lineup includes an exciting drum and dance performance, soul-stirring vocalists, poets, a special presentation from Pittsburgh Public Schools, remarks by Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf, and of course, the big moment we have all been waiting for, the historic swearing in and inaugural address of our 61st Mayor of Pittsburgh, Ed Gainey. So sit back and relax and enjoy this celebration as we mark the beginning of a new era and a time for our city to come together as one community that each Pittsburgh resident can be proud of. And now, to present our nation's colors for the singing of our national anthem by Pittsburgh native Erica Perry, please welcome the color guard of the Three Rivers Battalion Army ROTC program for the presentation of colors.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh,
thank you to the Three Rivers Battalion Army ROTC program for the presentation of colors and Erica Perry for performing. We would now like to welcome Pittsburgh's talented Sankofa Village for the Arts African Drumming and Dance Ensemble, who kick off our ceremony with a traditional African dance and drum piece. Thank you, Sankofa Village for the Arts. What an amazing and inspiring performance. We are going to keep things moving along and welcome Pastor Mike Smith of Destiny International Ministries for today's Invocation.
My name is Michael Smith, and I'm the senior pastor and founder of Destiny International Ministries. Destiny is a non-denominational church located on the beautiful eastern side of Pittsburgh, with ministries and offices in Lincoln, Leamington, and in Homewood. I've had the privilege and the pleasure of knowing Ed Gainey for over 35 years. However, I've known Ed that long. We grew up on the same streets. We went to the same establishments. We have mutual friends. And during those 35 years, I watched Ed as a young political activist. I remember Ed when he used to work for 2 different mayors as assistant and an aide. I remember Ed when he first ran for state representative and he lost. I remember Ed when he ran a second time and he lost. And I was there when he ran a third time and he won. And it was then that I looked in Ed Gainey's eyes and said, that man possesses the spirit of a champion, the heart of a champ. At Destiny Ministries, I teach on the word champ and what the word champ means. A champ is someone that can overcome obstacles. A champ is someone that can use their mind to mentally move a mountain. A champ is someone that perseveres. A champ may lose an election. A champ may get knocked down, but all champions get back up. I also teach at Destiny about the word chump. A chump is one that quits. A chump is one that allows obstacles to oppress them, mountains to mentally mess them up. A chump doesn't get back up when he goes down. I also teach that the word champ is spelled C-H-A-M-P and the word chump is spelled C-H-U-M-P. You know the difference between the 2 words? 1 letter, U. And you, Ed Gainey, you made a difference by believing in your goals, by believing in your dreams. You, Ed Gainey, you stand as a bright beacon, a shining star of hope to those who may be down but are not out, to those who have been pushed to the side and kicked to the curb, the ones who have been left out and ostracized. You remain as a symbol to those of us that the people didn't believe in, but you believed in yourself. I was there when Ed said he was going to run for mayor, and most political pundits didn't think Ed stood a chance. But Ed believed in his God, he believed in himself, and he surrounded himself with people that believed in him. And now this man made history by becoming the first African American, the first black man to be a mayor in the city of Pittsburgh, a city that only has 14% African American population. Ed, I've been your friend for 35 years, and I've been your pastor the last 6. And as your pastor and spiritual advisor, I want to release 2 words into your life. One comes from the book of Esther. Esther reminds me of you. She was raised by Mordecai, a single father. She was raised in the projects of Israel. I remember your testimony and how your mom was a teenage single mom that raised you. I remember when you dropped out of college and then your mother looked in your eyes and said, son, I don't raise no quitters. And you went back and got your bachelor's degree from Morgan State. Well, Esther was raised by her poor uncle Mordecai. And one day she becomes queen of all of Persia. The king was looking for a new wife and he saw her. She was pretty, she was smart, she was charismatic and witty. But as she began to walk out her role as a queen, she began to doubt herself. And then her uncle Mordecai spoke to her and said, Esther, who knows if God hasn't brought you to this royal position for such a time as this? So, Mr. Mayor, when the political winds begin to blow against you, when the storms occur, when the haters come out, and it looks hard as you begin to run this great city, you remember these words, Ed. Who knows if God hasn't put you in this political position of authority and influence for such a time as this? Also, Ed, I remember a young man by the name of Solomon. He became king of Israel at the age of 20. His father David had ruled for 40 years, and he's only 20 when he becomes king. He was scared and he was nervous, but then he went to sleep. And in the middle of a dream, God appeared to him and said, Solomon, ask me whatever you want and I'll give it to you. And you know what Solomon asked for, Ed? He asked for wisdom, knowledge, insight, and discernment. Mr. Mayor, that's my prayer for you, that you have the supernatural gift of wisdom, knowledge, insight, and discernment, that you surround yourself with an administration that can give you godly counsel, good, correct political counsel. As your friend and as your pastor, I believe in you and I'm praying for you. You are the right man at the right time in the right place. May God bless Mayor Ed Gainey and the great city of Pittsburgh.
Thank you, Pastor Mike Smith. We will keep it moving with another performance. Under the pastoral leadership of Dr. William H. Curtis, Mount Ararat Baptist Church Praise and Worship Ensemble are members from the church's Mass Choir. Led by Trini Massey and Dwayne Fulton, ensemble members include a full band of talented musicians who have created an effortless fusion of music that ranges from hymns to contemporary gospel. Please welcome Mount Ararat Baptist Church Praise and Worship Ensemble performing lift every voice and sing. Thank you to Mount Ararat Choir for that inspiring performance. Coming up next, we would like to welcome the Honorable Devin Taliaferro, School Board Director, District 2, Pittsburgh Public Schools, and co-chair of Inauguration Planning Committee, who will give a proclamation from the Pittsburgh Public School Board.
Good afternoon to my fellow Pittsburghers. My name is Devin Taliaferro, and I currently serve as Pittsburgh School Director in District 2 and First Vice President for the Pittsburgh Public Schools Board of Directors. It is my honor to stand before you this afternoon to share a special proclamation on behalf of myself and my board colleagues who serve tirelessly on the Pittsburgh Board of Education to make sure the students and families of Pittsburgh have a safe, healthy, and quality educational experience. I am thrilled to declare this day, January 3rd, 2022, as Mayor Edward Gainey Day in Pittsburgh Public Schools. I will now read to you the resolution of the Board of Directors passed unanimously on December 22nd, 2021. A resolution of the Board of Public Education of the School District of Pittsburgh declaring January 3rd, 2022 to be Mayor Edward Gainey Day. Whereas Edward Gainey is a graduate of Pittsburgh Public Schools Peabody High School, and whereas Edward Gainey served with distinction as a state representative in the Pennsylvania legislature, and whereas Edward Gainey was elected mayor of the city of Pittsburgh in November of 2021, becoming the first African American to be elected mayor in the city. And whereas these achievements have brought honor and distinction to the school district. Now, therefore, be it resolved, it is hereby resolved as follows. The Board of Public Education hereby declares this January 3rd, 2022 to be Mayor Edward Gainey Day in the School District of Pittsburgh. Resolved this 22nd day of December 2021. As we celebrate this historic day in our city's history, this moment signifies hope that our district can build a bridge towards a stronger partnership with the city of Pittsburgh as we seek to leave a legacy for the children of Pittsburgh to be proud of and carry on for decades to come. And now, joining me this afternoon in honor of Mayor Gainey's contributions to public education, I am pleased to introduce Pittsburgh Kappa senior Francesca Rose, who will perform Rise Up by Andra Day. Francesca is a vocal major and will be pursuing music post-high school. Welcome, Francesca.
Broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can find the fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out and move mountains. We gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, high like the waves, I'll rise up, in spite of the ache, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you. And the silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll bring the world to its feet and move mountains. Bring it to its feet and move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll
Thank you to Devin, and thank you to the Pittsburgh Public School Board, teachers, faculty, staff, and students, and to Francesca Rose. What a beautiful piece. We would now like to welcome Governor Tom Wolf for remarks.
Hey, thank you very much, Natalie, and Happy New Year to everybody there. I think this is a wonderful way to celebrate the beginning of a great new year for all of us. And it's just an auspicious time to celebrate the beginning of Ed Gainey's tenure as mayor of Pittsburgh. Ed, congratulations to you, my friend. This is a great thing that you're doing, and it's an honor to be here with you. Thank you for inviting me to be part of this start of your new term. I think as many of you know, I've known Ed for many years. He was a longtime distinguished member of the State House of Representatives, and I know him as a very strong leader who has time and time again demonstrated his immense strength of character, his determination to lift up people in his community. As mayor, he is going to use the full force of his determination, his strength, and his dedication to put the people of Pittsburgh first. He's already, as we know, laid out great and ambitious plans for Pittsburgh, plans to strengthen the city's economy, to raise wages, to improve equity and safety in the city, and to expand affordable housing. All of these things are going to be a great help to the people of Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is a place where people already do great things. Pittsburgh has proven itself to be an amazing city. And Mayor Gainey's focus on improving opportunity for everybody is going to put Pittsburgh and the people who call it home on a path to even greater things. And this is just what Pittsburgh needs. It also is exactly what Pennsylvania needs. Our Commonwealth relies on the strength of Pittsburgh and the hardworking people who live there and who work there. Pittsburgh is renowned for its historic strength as a steel manufacturing and production center, so the steel production capital of the world. This city helped build our Commonwealth. It helped build a nation. And now it has reinvented itself. It has pulled itself from off its back, and it is now a global hub for our 21st century economy, including advanced manufacturing, robotics, financial services. Pittsburgh is also known as a global hub for medical research. It's also a world-class hub for the high-tech companies that are fleeing places like Silicon Valley to come to Pittsburgh. Under Mayor Gainey's leadership, Pittsburgh can look forward to an even greater future. And that means all of us in this region and in our entire Commonwealth can look forward to a bright future too. So Ed, congratulations again on your swearing in. I am very proud to be part of this. I'm honored that you would invite me to be here. Thank you for your commitment to serving the people of Pennsylvania when you were in the House of Representatives. And thank you for continuing that tradition of service as the new mayor of the city of Pittsburgh. We're fortunate to have your leadership in the Commonwealth, and I cannot wait to see the great things you're going to do for Pittsburgh. So thank you. Congratulations. Best wishes. Natalie, back to you.
Thank you, Governor Wolf. We appreciate you being here today for this historic occasion. So let's keep the celebrating moving along. We will now have words from County Executive Rich Fitzgerald.
This is a historic day, and let me add my congratulations on to what Governor Wolf had indicated. You know, Pittsburgh is a special place. It's a place that we all love, and no one demonstrates that love more than Ed Gainey. I've had the privilege of being his partner for the last 10 years as he has represented a significant portion of this city and as I have been county executive, he's been in the legislature, as Governor Wolf had indicated. And as Governor Wolf also indicated, this city has definitely turned a corner. You know, we've come from a long way back, and I look at three former mayors who were a big part of that transformation who are here with us today. And it talks about the fact that we, as Pittsburghers, love this place. And again, nobody loves it more than Mayor Gainey. Mayor Gainey is going to continue to move this city forward in a big way. But the one part of the city that he's really been talking about that I think all of us have a challenge is the word equity that we keep hearing. Because for all the great things that are happening in a big part of this city, not everybody has that hope. Not everybody has that ability and that connection to the opportunities that are having. Ed Gainey has made that a major priority, that this is going to be a city in which people who have been left behind are going to have that hope that this city and those opportunities are for them. And to that, we owe a great debt of gratitude for the things that Ed is going to do. I'm looking forward to working with Ed and the members of council who are here today, and all of us partnering together to make this great city as great as it can be for everybody. A city for all, the safest city, the best city, and the city that we can all have. Congratulations, Ed. We're looking forward to great things for the next 4 years. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fitzgerald. Our next performance is by Vanessa German, an American sculptor, painter, writer, activist, performer, and poet based in Pittsburgh. Vanessa will perform a poem written for today's celebration called The Human Heart. Please take it away.
Justice begins in the human heart. The human heart is the first room of truth. It is the root, it is the way, it is the key. It is the living link to this sea that rises and breeds this rhythm right here inside of us all. The human heart holds us whole. Something about vision and creativity and hope and believing against the odds, something about coming to the inside of the inside of the inside and finding and knowing the innate resourcefulness that exists within here when you realize that you will fall and rise and fall and rise and get back up again and again and again when the odds are stacked against you, when the wall rises right in front of you, and then you look to the inside and you realize that you have had the gift of flight the entire time. It must be the might of the human heart. What else could it be? Because this life will drag it out of you. This life can be hard and mean and cruel and scary sometimes, and much more frightening than we care to admit out loud. Surprises in the night. Tornadoes rise up, flash floods rise, wildfires rise upon the hillside. There is the clack and the bang and the thunder of war, the relentless raging turmoil that has gone on and on and on for centuries. And then there are simply the little ways that we have all found to wound and form weapons against each other in our daily disconnect and daily disagreement. We plant 1,000,000 acres of pain between us. But we will still go out and find the time to seed a flower garden. It must be something of the human heart then. The human heart that really connects us and directs us and drives us forth. It is a force of the human heart that actually holds open the windows of the mind, that we can bring in new ideas. I say that it is innovation that actually begins on the inside of the human heart and the well of the rhythm of our very souls. It is the human heart that holds us whole. So let us be a city of heart. Let us be a city of people who dream, who stand up on tiptoe and lean into the mountainside to see the beloved community. It is the human heart that calls us to live beyond the ache, to rise up, to see, to lift, to guide each other into a place of being where we are all, each and every one of us, right and good and whole in the body of freedom. It is justice that begins in the human heart, because the human heart wants us all
to be whole. It doesn't want bits and pieces. It doesn't want the scratched, cracked ledges, the salvage edges, the left behind pieces. No, the human heart holds a space of justice for us all. So let us be a city of the heart. Because the human heart is the best and the truest way to rise into a groove of being that is as sweet as grandmother singing radio songs on the summer front porch of a river city that is wild-eyed, raising its extraordinary children to beam like the bell of a trombone in the sun, to dream expansive, freedom-loving, justice-whole-loving dreams upon an edgeless horizon of promise. I can see our fathers giggling and laughing in the arms of our fathers. I can see entrepreneurs bringing forth every ecstatic, ordinary thing that we might live to ring inside of this rhythm of the human heart. It is the human heart that will bring us into a place of healing and wholeness and knowing upon the hillside of the future. We must rise to the occasion of our very human song, this rhythm, this beat that begets us in this very instant to sing inside of the ancient, familiar chorus of wholeness that exists for each and every one of us. Slow down now and listen to the sound and to the song of your own heart. This human heart is the first and truest system of justice. So let us listen in to the song that connects us in the long story of time.
Thank you to Vanessa German. We appreciate you taking part in today's event. And now we have reached the main event. We would like to welcome the Honorable Kim Berkeley Clark to the dais to administer the oath of office. Judge Clark currently serves as President Judge of the 5th Judicial District of Pennsylvania, and she is the first African American to serve as President Judge in Allegheny County. It is my esteemed honor to welcome Judge Kim Berkeley Clark and the Honorable Edward Gainey, 61st Mayor of the City of Pittsburgh, for the oath of office.
So I just want to say a couple of words. It's certainly a privilege for me to be here today to administer the oath of office to our new mayor, Ed Gainey. The November 2021 general election has been an historic election in many ways. I get emotional when I think about it, I'm sorry. It brought us our first African American mayor in the nearly 228-year history of the city of Pittsburgh. It also brought to us much welcome diversity in our court system with the election of 4 African American judges to the Court of Common Pleas and 2 new African American magisterial district judges. At 65 years of age, I did not think that I would experience this. I am so thrilled. I'm so overwhelmed by the magnitude of what is happening here in the city of Pittsburgh today, the hope that it's bringing for many people who look like me. I'm thrilled and I'm very proud and honored to be a part of this day. So Mayor Gainey, and I just love saying that, before I administer the oath to you, I just have a few pieces of advice that I'd like to give you. First and foremost, always remember that as the mayor of the city of Pittsburgh, you are a public servant. You are paid by the taxpayers of the city of Pittsburgh, and therefore you work for them, all of the people here, all of the people that live in the city of Pittsburgh. So hold yourself accountable to the taxpayers the way an executive would hold himself accountable to the CEO and board of a corporation. Surround yourself with people that you really, really, really trust. They will have your best interests at heart. A true friend will never encourage you to do anything unethical or dishonest. But a true friend will be there for you in your darkest hours. Ask for help when you need it. None of us can do our jobs without the help of others. I've had much, much help all over through my career, and there's no shame in asking for help. You have talented, experienced, and helpful colleagues and friends and supporters that will help you. Rely on the institutional knowledge of the staff who are already here. Remember their faces, learn their names, and how they can support you. Everyone knows my mantra is collaboration rocks, and it really does. Remember to exercise good temperament and be empathetic, open-minded, patient, and above all, kind. It takes very little energy to be kind, but it's a huge effort, and it has a huge effect on the behaviors of others. I believe that kindness is truly underrated. Finally, work hard. Never expect others to work harder than you do. You will be called upon to make difficult decisions. You know that, and you know you can do it. Make your decisions wisely and act promptly and decisively. Although some things will be difficult, remember you will not be able to please everyone. So make sure that you follow your conscience, or as Vanessa German said, your heart. Follow your heart in difficult times, and make sure that the citizens of Pittsburgh understand you and your decisions. So with that, it's my privilege to administer the oath. If you would place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Edward C. Gainey.
I, Edward C. Gainey.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will support, obey, and defend.
That I will support, obey, and defend.
The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
The Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
The laws and the ordinances of the City of Pittsburgh.
The laws and ordinances of the City of Pittsburgh.
And that I will faithfully discharge the duties.
And that I will faithfully discharge the duties.
Of the Mayor of Pittsburgh.
Of the Mayor of Pittsburgh.
To the best of my ability.
To the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Before I begin, I want to do some recognitions because I believe it's right. First, I want to ask the Honorable Tom Murphy to stand up. I want to recognize the Honorable Luke Ravensall and ask him to stand up. I want to recognize, and I'm going to ask you to give him a standing ovation, Mayor Bill Peduto. And I know he spoke, but also he's still an elected official in high esteem. Please give a hand for our county exec, Rich Fitzgerald. Good afternoon, Pittsburgh. Before I begin, I want to take a moment and I want to thank God for this opportunity. For without him, I would not be here. I stand here today as the 61st mayor of the great city of Pittsburgh. It is truly an honor and a privilege to be your mayor. I want to thank all of Pittsburgh, each and every one of you, for putting your faith in my leadership. See, I love this city. Without this city, I would not be who I am today. And I want you to know that I will never take your support or vote for granted. I understand that your trust and your confidence is not a permanent condition, but something that must be earned and protected every single day. The experience I have gained throughout my career in public service has prepared the path that has led me here today. For me, today is not just a celebration, but it is an appreciation of you and our city. So please give me the opportunity to thank those that made it possible for me to be here today. I want to thank my wife, Michelle Gainey. They say behind every great man is a great woman. But for me, the greatest woman I could have ever been given stand beside me every single day. I could not be here if it was not for my wife, Michelle Gainey. Thank you, and I love you. To my daughter, Mariah, my change of life baby, my oldest baby, I couldn't be a father without you. You taught me how to be a dad, and I love you. To my daughter Alexa, my son Darius, I want to thank you for taking this journey with Dad. I love you and I appreciate you. The love and patience you have shown throughout our campaign, and to our many volunteers and my campaign team for always being at my side with extraordinary amount of energy, inspiration, and a belief in a shared value for our city called Pittsburgh. To our council members, thank you. Thank you for taking me to your districts and showing me why you love your districts so much, the projects that hold value to you, and how we can work together to bring the best out of our communities. And to the voters who came to the polls and supported a bold vision for our city, one grounded in unity, thank you for your vote, and thank you for your trust in me. I promise I will make you proud. I am here today as a physical manifestation of a labor of love. I stand here because of people's names I don't even know, who struggled for me, who fought for me, who sweated for me, and who volunteered for me. I am here today because of my mother, Darlene Gainey Craig, a young mom who raised 2 children. I've watched her do it every single day to make sure she could provide for our family, for me and my sister. I watched her make a way out of no way. And I need y'all to know I love my mother and I greatly appreciate you for all that you have done. You're the reason I'm here. And to my father, I have watched my father's growth and maturity through the years. See, my father's my hero. I've watched him overcome adversity after adversity and still bring our family together. That's an example of a role model that I want to be. See, I love my father and he's here today. Daddy, I love you. And I appreciate all you've done. And to my stepfather, Fred, we lost him this year. But I just want to thank him for what he did for my mother. See, he took care of my mother for 20 years, treated my kids like they was his kids. It's those type of mentors that you miss. So I always got to think about how I appreciate them. And how I appreciate them is about doing the best job I can to take care of my family. And to my Uncle Ricky, who lives with me in eternity, I would not be here without you. I remember as a union member, you getting up at 3 in the morning to be at work at 5 o'clock And every day you would go to work working 6 10s to make sure that you was taking care of the family. Never cried about it. Even if you had to meet someone in Lawrenceville to be at a job at 5, you did it. And your words speak through me every single day. Your spirit still lives. Get up and get down. Be the G and go get it. Go get it. Know that every day that you go out, give it your best. See, that's the work ethic he deposited in me. And that's why I stand here today, because every day I believe to go get it. And to the rest of my family, and to my community who planted seeds in my spirit and nurtured the ground in which I grew, for that I say thank you. When I returned to Pittsburgh after graduating from Morgan State, I was determined to put the necessary work to build bridges across neighborhoods and throughout this city. And through my work in community development, I came to realize that many of us forget the power we have right now. We have a choice in every moment. If we just look around us, we have a choice to accept things as they are or to take responsibility for changing them. And as I heard the stories of families all across Pittsburgh, I came to understand and believe that we cannot forget that our real power is not necessarily to change the world. That's not our real power. Our real power is not to change the world, but it's to make a world of change in the people that we encounter every single day. It is this belief and principle that I have carried with me throughout my political career. And now it is a belief that will guide me every day in office. My promise to you is that we will work to make Pittsburgh the Pittsburgh you voted for. A city where economic opportunity is abundant for everybody. A city where affordability isn't a luxury. A city that is prepared to lead into the future. From today forward, our city's leadership will be a direct reflection of the people we serve. And while Pittsburgh is a leader in many areas, including healthcare, technology, and our university systems, under my leadership, under my administration, we will work to ensure that Pittsburgh is also a leader in police community relations, economic inclusion, affordability, transportation access, and that we partner with our schools to create a world-class education system that benefits everyone. We will support and enhance our city's economic development efforts to continue to ensuring the growth of strong job creation and thrive to make small businesses work here. We will ensure that Pittsburgh is a leader in transportation by investing in projects in conjunction with our Port Authority and our great county exec, Rich Fitzgerald. With PennDOT, that includes multimodal transit options that will be walkability, technology, and connectivity. And we will build the foundation for the next generation of Pittsburghers by establishing policies that create sustained investments in literacy, career and workforce development, civic infrastructure, and housing options. We have work to do, Pittsburgh. But this is with immense optimism that I stand here. Optimism that we can together meet the challenges that we face, to overcome what divides us, and to make this a great city for all. I can't do it alone. No way I can do this alone. And I'm asking you to join me on this journey. Success does and will continue to live here and thrive here in our city of Pittsburgh, but not at the expense of those that have been left behind for far too long. Let me be clear. Let me be clear. We will be bold, we will aim high, and we will work tirelessly till we get there. My administration will be progressive, principled, and always on the side of the people. This will take courage. And I know that this word courage means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. But to me, courage means doing the right thing, by the people, for the people, and most importantly, with the people. No one can do it alone, but we can always do it together. This will be the mission of my administration. We will be a Pittsburgh for all. We will not be divided, rather we will strive for solidarity and face our most pressing issues as we always have, together. I intend to represent every resident of this city, not only the ones who voted for me, but those who didn't vote for me. See, we are one city. We are one Pittsburgh. When I decided to run for mayor, I didn't decide to run for mayor to make history. I decided to run for mayor to make change. But I would be remiss if I didn't reflect on the historical significance of today. Being the first black mayor to hold this seat is not a responsibility I take lightly. I understand that. I realize that I stand on the shoulders of greats, such as Harvey Adams, Elmer Speed Fox, Marcella Lee, Nate Smith, Bird Brown, Doc Fielder, Bubby Harrison, and the war chair we lost last year, Chuck Frazier. I understand that my victory represents another step forward in advancing the vision of our country that all people have access to opportunity. For that is the American way. Our city is at its best when every resident has a seat at the table. We are at our best when we are defined by our strength, our compassion for one another, and the boldness of a collective spirit. And we are at our best when we all rise together. The work begins now, Pittsburgh. I never said it was going to be easy. If it was easy, there would be no reason to run. See, I love this city. I love this city. I know the strength of this city, and I know that when we come together, we have done amazing things in the past, in the present, and into the future. See, the time is now. The time is now because we will set the course for the next generation. The children that are watching this today, I want you to know that you can dream to be whatever you want to be. I want you to cross all type of lines, racial lines, economic lines, gender lines. Get to know everybody. Build relationships that will build your knowledge, build your strength, build your capacity so that you can lead in the future, so the next generation is always ready to go. That is our responsibility right here and now, to work together to make a Pittsburgh for everybody so the next generation say that we live in the greatest city in America, and it won't be a slogan, it'll be for real. Pittsburgh, let's go get it. I just want to say thank you, and I want to reiterate what I said. Don't always come ask me what I'm going to do. Come ask me what we going to do. Because at the end of the day, a city's not built by one person. I've always told people, when you hear elected officials say, know there's a lie coming. But when we say we, that means we got to marry our interests to build the best city we can build. And I believe in this city. I believe in it. Because without this city, there would be no me. So when I say let's go get it, that's what I mean. I just want to thank everybody for being here. And as we conclude, I just want you to know I appreciate you. And if you don't know somebody here today, let's start it right now. Meet somebody and help us build a city where everyone feels welcome. God bless you and thank you.
Hi, I'm Melanie Marie Boyer, the Executive Director of the Pittsburgh Metropolitan Area Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Mayor Ed Gainey has been a longtime supporter of the Hispanic Chamber and the Hispanic community, and we are so thrilled to have him in office and have a partner who wants to make Pittsburgh a better place for all. As an organization, our goal is not just to help the Hispanic community, but to elevate the economics to make the city better generationally for all people. So knowing that that aligns with the mayor's goals and that he's willing to work with all of the communities of Pittsburgh to achieve that, we can't wait. Congratulations, Ed.
Hello, my name is Wasi Muhammad, and on behalf of the Muslim community, we'd like to congratulate Mayor Gainey on this historic inauguration. In the name of God, the most beneficent and the most merciful, we pray for this administration and Mayor Gainey to have the strength to do what is just, to do what is right, to do what is fair for all residents of the city of Pittsburgh, especially for those who are in the greatest need. We also pray for policies that are equitable, development that is just, and an administration that is committed to doing all these things with these communities, and not just for these communities. Ameen. We understand that to achieve a community and a city that is livable for all, it is not an easy thing. And it is for that reason that we in the Muslim community commit ourselves not just to be advocates on the sideline, to be committed helpers in achieving the vision that you have, Mayor Gainey. So in closing, again, we'd like to say congratulations on this historic win and to remind you that we are ready and excited to help achieve this vision of a Pittsburgh for all.
During the days of October 27th, 2018 and following, we witnessed something incredible that I've come to learn is the normal for Pittsburgh: unity. It didn't matter the color of your skin, your faith, or your sexual orientation. Everyone united together for one common purpose: to mourn, to console each other, but to give strength to each other. And to me, that's the strength of Pittsburgh. Alas, that we find this occurring during times of trauma in our city. My hope and prayer is that this becomes commonplace. Every single day, we get to witness the unity and the beauty that is Pittsburgh. Permit me to offer to you, Mayor Gainey, and to your entire administration, the words of our sacred text, the Torah, the priestly benediction, that's found in in Numbers, chapter 6, verse 22. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May the Lord bless you and protect you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichoneka. May God deal kindly and graciously with you. Yisha Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God bestow God's favor upon you and grant you peace. Amen.
On behalf of Mayor Gainey, his family, the campaign and transition teams, as well as the Inauguration Planning Committee, we thank you for joining us for this historic event. We hope that you were inspired by this historic moment and ready to join together as a unified front as we build a city for all of us. We hope that you and your family remain healthy and safe during this unprecedented time. As we close today's inaugural event, we are joined by the amazing Bill Henry Band performing We Are One by Maze featuring Frankie Beverly. Thank you again and have a wonderful afternoon.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in. I'd like to introduce the band. On keyboards, Mr. Jerome Kirkland. On bass, Mr. Philippe Price. On drums, Mr. Randy Williams. On keyboards, Mr. Larry Hutch. And myself, my name is Bill Henry. We're the Bill Henry Band. Thank you guys again for tuning in, and congratulations to our friend and Pittsburgh's 61st Mayor, Ed Gainey.
this way. Taking our time with the silly, silly games we play. We've got our love, and no matter what is said and done, oh, 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 we are one. No matter what we do, we are one. And our love will guide us through, we are one. And that's the way it is. Oh, I can't understand why we treat each other oh so bad. I can't understand why we try to make each other sad.